In this video, I'll guide you through how to change a property name in Google Analytics 4. Renaming a property is a small tweak, but it can make your reports much clearer, especially if you manage multiple websites, apps, or clients. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know exactly where to go and what to click so you can update the name quickly and confidently. First, open your web browser and go to analytics.google.com. Make sure you're signed in with the Google account that has access to the Google Analytics 4 property you want to edit. If you have multiple Google accounts, double check that you're using the right one because otherwise you might not see the property you're looking for. Once the page loads, you should be taken to the Google Analytics home screen or directly into a property if you've used it before. Next, we're going to head into the admin settings. Look towards the bottom left corner of the screen for the gear icon labeled admin. Go ahead and click that. This is where all the main configuration options for your account and properties live. Anytime you need to adjust settings, create new properties, or manage data streams, this is the section you'll use, so it's worth getting familiar with it. Once you're in the admin area, you'll see three main columns: account, property, and sometimes product links or other options, depending on your setup. Focus on the middle column labeled property. This is where you can choose which Google Analytics 4 property you want to edit. If you manage more than one property, use the drop-down menu at the top of this column to make sure the correct property is selected before you continue. Take a second to confirm you're in the right one because you're about to change how it's labeled across your workspace. With the correct property selected, look for the option called Property Settings or Property Details depending on the interface wording in your account. Click on that. This page controls the basic information about your property, such as the property name, reporting time zone, and currency. Right now, we're only interested in changing the name, but it's helpful to know that this is also where you'd come to adjust those other basic settings in the future. On the property details screen, find the field labeled Property Name. Click inside that box, and you'll be able to edit it, delete or overwrite the existing name and type in your new property name. Try to choose something clear and descriptive so that you and anyone else on your team can immediately understand what this property represents. For example, you might include the brand name, the website domain, or the app platform. Rename it in a way that will still make sense to you 6 months from now. Remember, changing the property name does not affect your historical data or tracking. It only changes how this property is labeled within Google Analytics. After you've entered the new name and you're happy with it, the final step is to save your changes. Look for the Save button, usually located near the bottom or top right of the property details page, and click it. Once you save, Google Analytics will update the property name across the interface. You might need to wait a moment or refresh the page, but you should see your new name appear in the property selector and throughout your reports. That's all it takes. You've successfully changed a property name in Google Analytics 4. Whenever your site structure, branding, or client list changes, you can repeat these steps to keep your properties organized and easy to recognize.